The Department of Homeland Security has listed a bunch of over 500, over 500 sanctuary jurisdictions in the United States. 500 counties, cities, towns that will not cooperate with ICE in finding people who are here illegally. 500. So the Department of Homeland Security put them on the net. And I'm going to just read some of the big ones, and said that, quote, each jurisdiction listed will receive formal notification of its noncompliance and all potential violation of federal criminal statutes. What that means is they may arrest some people and charge them with failing to uphold federal law or interfering with federal law. But even if they don't do that, Trump himself is going to deny federal funds to a lot of these places, federal law enforcement funds and others. That's what's going to happen. All right, so let's throw the list up for our radio. I'll read it. Anchorage, Alaska, Berkeley, California, LA, San Diego, San Francisco, Boulder, Colorado, DC, Atlanta, Honolulu, Chicago, New Orleans, Baltimore, Boston, Minneapolis, Vegas, Albany, New York City, Portland, Oregon, Philadelphia, Seattle. All right, so the usual suspects. These are all liberal cities. And in Boston, there has been a very big campaign to find violent, criminal, undocumented people. In fact, over the last few weeks, there have been 1,500 rounded up by ICE. 1,500. Out of the 15, 800 have criminal records. And they're all here illegally. But that means 700 don't. And that is what the progressive left is outraged about. Okay? So, after that list that I just read to you was posted, it was quickly taken down. That caught our attention here at the No Spin News. Why are they taking it down? This is fascinating, and I don't think anybody's reported it yet. There is an organization called the National Sheriff's Association. 3,000 elected sheriffs across the country, the National Sheriff's Association. It objected to the federal government posting all of the jurisdictions, saying that the list was created without the sheriff's input and violates the core principles of trust, cooperation, and partnership with fellow law enforcement. I'm not sure really what that means. We're going to try to get somebody from the National Sheriffs in here on Thursday to explain it, okay? So we're gonna try to do that. The leader is Sheriff Kieran Donahue, but we'll see what we can do there. So anyway, the federal government said, oh, we don't want trouble with 3,000 sheriffs, most of whom are sympathetic to ICE. They're not sanctuary people. So it's a complicated story. Now, in Massachusetts, there has been the usual outcry from the progressive left, which controls the entire Commonwealth. In the sweep was an 18-year-old junior high school student, Milford High School, which is in the Worcester area, central Massachusetts. He was taken into custody because he was driving a car owned by his father, who is on ICE's list. And he's still detained. Here's how WBZ, the big outlet in Boston, covered that. Go.
Just an incredible outpouring of love here from the Milford community as students, faculty, friends rally on behalf of 18-year-old Marcelo, who was detained yesterday and was supposed to be a day of celebration. Students say there's a sense of emptiness and loss.
Free Marcelo! Free Marcelo! Free Marcelo!
An emotional display of love for Milford High School student Marcelo Gomes. Hundreds line Main Street in Milford in support of the 18-year-old who was detained by ICE agents over the weekend.
And he is still being detained, as I reported. So, okay, I feel a little sorry for Marcelo. He's been here since he's 5 years old. His parents probably irresponsible, but he is caught up in something that's pretty horrific. All right. But that's the story in Massachusetts, not the 800 people living there who are criminals, foreign nationals. They ignore it. Here's what the Boston Globe said. Quote, we're seeing arrests of people who haven't been convicted of anything. In some cases, haven't even been charged. Seems the goal is not to make our communities safer, but rather to persuade everyone who's not a citizen, whether they're a service worker, student, or a university professor, or a tourist, to go away and never come back. Boston Globe ignores the 800 people who have criminal records that were taken into custody. That's how corrupt that newspaper is.